Welcome to a songwriter in their natural environment. Today I'm going to be looking at the lyric for What Was I Made For by Billy Eilish. The structure of the song is intro, verse, verse, chorus, post-chorus, verse, chorus, outro. The rhyme scheme in the verses is A-A-B-B, and in the chorus it's A-B-A, B-A-A. The melodic contour in the verse is a mixture of conjunct and static, and in the chorus it's disjunct. And the pronouns used throughout the song are I and you. The time to the first vocal is 10 seconds. The time to the first mention of the title is 23 seconds, and the time to the chorus is 1 minute and 1 second. So looking at verse 1, we can see we have the rhyme scheme A-A-B-B with down, now, for and for. We have a rhyme internally, so we have float and no. Not perfect rhymes, but they're still good enough. And they're in the same position in each line as well, which adds to the stickiness of them. We also have a rhyme with sure and for. The start of the first 2 lines is exactly the same, I used to, so that gives us repetition. And the final 2 lines are more or less a repetition, just a slight change. So what I was made for, what was I made for? And we also have the I sound as well. So I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, I'm, I. For verse 2, again, we have the same rhyme structure, A-A-B-B, ideal, real, for and for. Again, we have the internal rhyme in the same place on the first 2 lines, so drive and alive. And it's also the I sound as well, so drive, I'm, alive. The last line is a repetition of the last line in verse 1, so it links back. So what was I made for? Again, that gives us the stickiness and the knowledge of, oh yes, that's how the verse should end. You know, it ended this way in verse 1, it's ended the same way in verse 2, so I've now got that familiarity. Verse 3, again, A-A-B-B rhyme scheme. So enjoyment, boyfriend, imperfect rhyme, but it works perfectly well. And for, which again is how it ends in the first verse, so it gives us more stickiness. Once again, we have the internal rhyme in lines 1 and 2 in the same place again, so end again. And the last line, again, it's a repetition of the last line in verse 1 and 2. So we've got that familiarity. For the chorus, we've got the rhyme scheme A, B, A, B, 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 so I and try and might and feel. There's lots of repetition in the chorus with the I sound, so I, try, might. We have repetition of the phrase, I don't know how to feel. There's internal rhymes on line 2 and 4 of the chorus with don't and no. Imperfect rhymes, but it gives you that same sound. And lines 2 and 4 are repetitions of each other. We also have in the final 2 lines a repetition of someday I might. For the outro, we have a rhyme in the first 2 line endings, so that's happy, can be, and the rest of it, all the lines finish with the word for. Again, that links back to the verses. There's lots of repetition of the word something throughout, so again that gives us the repetition familiarity. And there's an internal rhyme with forgot, I'm not. And finally, there's repetition at the end of the phrase I'm made for, which also repeats the ending of the last line in the verses as well. That's the breakdown of Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For. I hope you like that. Please feel free to leave a comment and also like and subscribe, and keep your eyes peeled for the next one. Cheers.